This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning. My name is Dave Beatty, NeverStrip Floor Coatings. Today's webinar / podcast is concerning the mechanical hard surface polishing techniques versus the NeverStrip Micron floor care, specifically the pad and polish system for natural stone, terrazzo, and concrete, which uses 175 RPM floor machine, just a standard floor machine, with the NeverStrip diamond encrusted pads and the NeverStrip Micron coatings. The picture you're looking at, or the two pictures, on the left is a hallway, a terrazzo hallway at a high school in Louisiana. And to the right is a concrete floor in upstate New York. The terrazzo hallway on the left had floor finish on it, which was removed. Had probably been there for 30 years. The terrazzo was in good shape. The NeverStrip customer elected to use 2 of the 4 diamond encrusted pads. In this case, he used the satin and the shine pad and did not use the coarse and the hone. He did the wet polishing process with water, with the floor machine, with the pads, and followed that up with 2 coats of stone terrazzo concrete seal at about 5,000 square feet per gallon per coat, and 2 burnishings, and in this case he used a propane burnisher. To the right, with the concrete, the customer used all 4 diamond encrusted pads, coarse, hone, satin, and shine, with the wet polishing process, then applied 2 applications of the NeverStrip Density Prime because the floor was porous concrete, and followed that up with 2 applications of the stone terrazzo concrete seal and 2 burnishings. Let's go down to the table below on this document, where we're comparing the NeverStrip Micron system for hard surface polishing with the pad and polish system compared to conventional polishing with or without guard products. We believe this is a good table to have mentally in one's consciousness. So when you're talking to a prospective customer or customer, these are some of the key points that you want to be able to articulate as to why the Micron system with NeverStrip Micron is superior for them to conventional hard surface polishing with or without guard products. So just real quickly, from an appearance perspective, as defined by Shine, they're comparable, they're similar, they're same. But in terms of acid and stain protection, traction, in the case of coefficient of friction, and cleanability, we believe the Micron is superb and better than conventional conventional polishing systems. In terms of refreshability, they're both easy and I think comparable. Color enrichment, which can be a really big thing for people. The color enrichment of the NeverStrip system is outstanding and, in our judgment, superior to conventional polishing, as you can see from these pictures. Installation cost is less. It doesn't cost as much money to put this system in with the Micron compared to conventional systems, because there's less labor, there's less tooling required, and there's less project time. And then in terms of ongoing cost, NeverStrip believes that there's less cost because the floor cleans up easier on a daily, weekly basis. There's no stripping required, as would be required with a conventional acrylic guard product. and there's less frequent recoating associated with the Micron than with conventional guard products. Let me take you real quick to a stain testing chart that was done by a third party looking at stone terrazzo concrete seal with these various reagents over to the left here. So let's take vinegar as an example, which is an acid. With 4 coats and 2 coats of stone terrazzo concrete seal, vinegar at 24 hours, there's an excellent result. Excellent being defined as closely looking at the panel and there's no visible stain. If you have a conventional polish system on concrete and vinegar falls on that floor and doesn't have a guard product, the etching is instantaneous with the calcium in the concrete. If there is a guard product, the likelihood is it's going to be etched a lot quicker than 24 hours. Let's look at pomegranate juice, which is a pretty damaging staining product. At 2 hours with the stone terrazzo concrete seal, we have a poor result. But at 4 hours, we have an excellent result. So one of the things that this testing is telling us is that if you're going to put the Micron system onto a floor, if there's a probability that some of these more damaging reagent products are going to fall on the floor, one might consider a 4-coat system versus a 2-coat. So a 2-coat system is ideal, for example, in a hallway, whereas with four coats might be more appropriate for like a cafeteria. Let me quickly show you where on the NeverStrip.com website the resource for the instructions are for the pad and polish system. So we go to resources, we go down to specification and instructions, then go to pad and polish under instructions here, pad and polish, that's the system. And here is an instructional overview of the pad and polish system. This particular diagram is showing how you do the wet process with the diamond encrusted pads with water. And so each inch of the floor is going over twice with each pad that's used. The speed that you want to go at is demonstrated by the width of the slurry line from the machine. You want the slurry line width to be between 1 and 2 inches. Let me now show you an estimating worksheet for the pad and polish system. This is a, let's say a 10,000 square foot space. And we have a estimated labor cost of $30. We have a Terrazzo Micron pad and polish. And these here are the products, and then below is the labor. And this is mirroring that Terrazzo hallway that we looked at recently, which is we're not using the coarse pad and then down here we're not using the labor steps, are not using the coarse. So we're using the shine, the satin, and the shine pad in this system. And we have 2 applications of the stone terrazzo concrete seal right here, 2 at 4,000 square feet per gallon per coat. And so what this results in is a direct cost, not a sale price, a direct cost, total material and labor of $4,800 or 48 cents a square foot. So one can sell this for $1.50, have a very strong margin, and be highly competitive to conventional polishing systems. This particular worksheet is available at NeverStrip.com and under the resources under authorized login, which requires a password that you would receive from NeverStrip. So I want to finish up with just a little story. The diagram that we started off with, the flyer, that we emailed that out to our customers. We have one customer who then took that diagram, and he this one right here, and he forwarded this on to one of his customers, who happens to be a retailer with 1,100 stores. Each store is 20,000 square feet, and they all have polished concrete that are done mechanically to an 800 grit. Our customer told me that upon receiving the email, the end user, the retailer, within an hour contacted him and said, I want to know more about this, because this would appear to be a better system that could potentially save us money. And because of him forwarding this email on, we are now engaged with doing a pilot with this retailer. So I wanted to end with that story. Everybody have a good day. If you need to reach me, David Beatty, 630-330-1010, david.beatty@neverstrip.com. And my last name is spelled B as in boy, E-E, D as in David, I-E. Have a great day, stay safe, and catch you the next time.